People watching it, like, why'd they go off?
Yeah, they're all checking their.
I don't know. Yes, boss, you ready?
Remember how to switch this to count up?
You want to know how to switch what?
Switch the clock so it goes up.
You have to do it with the south hand, I think.
There.
I'm just running down.
I know.
This is the one that controls it.
It's gotta be.
When we use both mics.
Do you do all the broadcasts?
No, I play. I
you do?
tore my ACL last week, so yeah, I'm. Hey,
Sorry.
hey, Yaro, you there? What's up? Yep, I just called because I was going to give you that link, but I gave it to Ethan and told him to distribute it. Cool. Oh, okay. Thanks. Yep. Thanks. Bye. Yep.
So you've never done this? You've never done
No.
this?
No.
Well, I have
You
done.
did it with me a couple times,
Yeah,
didn't
no,
you?
I've done.
It's fine.
Oh yeah.
I know. We both know a good amount.
You know all the players.
Yeah, I play. I know everybody.
Did you get the other roster or no?
I got. I don't have their roster, but I know all their players too. So.
Are we announcing?
I know a majority of.
Did you figure it out over there, Mike?
I'm trying to. I'm getting
Sorry,
in the
man.
spot.
I wish I knew how, but
Is Corey still coaching? Or
He is, but he's not here. But not that I saw, unless he was out there. He wasn't here earlier. Carlos rocking it out. I'm always down there with him.
no? We got one Ithacan on the team.
We'll get it. I think we got two. Ike, I think is it?
Yeah, right. It's Baird and
Baird, Ike. I think Ike's there too.
you're in Ithaca, right? Is that where you are?
Ike is
Is that where you're going?
Isaac Barden.
So
Porter.
Park School, right?
Yeah, we got so you got Jackson. He's from Lemoyne, and that just goes to MB. Kyle just got picked up for some D1 school. He was at he was over at OCC, but he got picked up somewhere. Dylan's at Naz. Mackenzie, I don't think he's not playing college right now. Lantry's at Lemoyne. Munsky was at Oswego, maybe?
I know Paul.
Any luck?
Yep. I think Skylar's at he's at the same place as Riley Williams. They're at
Water?
Portland.
Water?
Yep. Kaysen played for Colgate. Yep. You go to Colgate?
My sister. I
Oh,
go there.
nice. All right. Oh, I got you. Stasic plays for OCC. Matthew does. Caden is in. He was in Maryland at D1 school, but I guess he might be transferring down here. So we're up to that year. Lucas, I'm not sure where he's at. DJ. Opal was at MB. He's not in school right now. I don't think he's.
No,
We're gonna have problems. I can't get to that.
Hey, you know
I can't get
what's
to
up.
that screen.
Who's gonna have to deal
Played
with
here for
it?
a few years. So.
Probably give my
Who'd you play? Where did you play?
Sarah?
You played? How long ago?
2 years ago.
Nice. So you must have left just when I started.
Yeah.
High School for tonight's UPSL matchup between United Elite Krajisnik and Syracuse FC. Syracuse FC would like to give special thank you to their sponsors and partners, Accelerate Sports, Custom Logo, Joma, Chittenango Central Schools, Chittenango Athletics, Chittenango Athletic Booster Club, and the Chittenango Boys and Girls Varsity Soccer Programs. Please give a round of applause for Krajisnik and Syracuse FC as they make their way onto the field.
No starting lineups?
Well, we're going to, but they've got, I don't want to, they're exchange.
Oh, okay.
You have our starting lineup and everything?
Yes.
Cool.
Let's meet the starting lineups. First for United Elite Krajisnik. A defender, number 13, Andrew Chumka.
Tommy, still on red?
A defender, number 5, Abdi Giddo.
Which team's which?
A midfielder, number 14, Zach Gleason. A midfielder, number 11, Dennis Nostronsky. A defender, number 4, Abdi Osman. A forward, number 7, Ali Samal. A midfielder, number 16, Abdi Samal. A forward, number 10, Isaac Samal. A midfielder, number 17, Alex Stasja. A forward, number 6, Riley Yuri. And in goal, Daniel Espantazo. And now for Syracuse FC. A forward, number 31, excuse me. Check that. A midfielder, number 76, Isaac Borden. A forward, number 9, Jackson Card. A midfielder, number 18, Kyle Hughes. A midfielder, number 5, Michael Lantry. A defender, number 4, Jacob Munsky. A midfielder, number 10, Scott Schuler. A forward, number 73, Caden Stafford. A midfielder, number 12, Carson Stafford. A defender, number 16, Matthew Stasia. A defender, number 25, DJ Taylor. And in goal, number 1, Sasha Perez.
Do we need the link, guys? For the initial?
You got a, is it a cable issue?
No, it's my phone being
It's the phone, hold on.
I got one on mine, you want?
Yeah.
We apologize for technical difficulties.
Did you play with UPSL?
I trained him. I played for the UPSL.
Oh, nice. Cool. Yeah, UPSL, I mean, we're 5-0 right now.
Yeah,
Дишся. Ти си роджен у Дишся.
Okay. You guys ready?
Gerald calls up, we have to do the countdown, we can't get it to go to.
Count down, we can't count off. All you.
Okay. Good evening. This is Corey Zanamo here, and I'm with
Artie Paul.
and we're going to guide you through this amazing evening game between Syracuse FC and Krajisnik. So Artie, obviously, I'm somewhat biased here, but
Yeah.
I think we're going to see a real good game out of Syracuse. I mean, obviously, Krajisnik is a tough team. They're in second place in our league here, but I think given the factors that we have with our hold on a sec. Sorry about that, folks. So, given the, I think the lineup says they're set. I think we have some real strength. Syracuse is known for their defensive unit here, and I think that's what we're going to see some strength out of. So, I know that Krajisnik is a good striking team. They like to attack, but they're going to have a difficult time with our defense. What do you think?
Yeah, definitely. I think with the record, Syracuse being 5-0, and I'm unsure of Krajisnik, but I believe it's 3-2-1. You know, Syracuse has a young team, but I feel like they got a lot of energy, a lot of young players. So yeah, I think we're in for a good match. Syracuse looking to get on the attack early here. High press as always.
It's Kyle Hughes, I believe. Just bump that one out. Ikey Borden, again, high press. You can see how they come in there. Now they're just going to recycle their run to the right.
Yep, we got Krajisnik getting it down the left flank here, pinging it down. Headed out by, I believe that was DJ Taylor.
Yep. Not quite sure what the call was.
Yeah, I believe it was a clash in the air, maybe head to head, I believe. But
Is that Matt? That looks like
Munski with the, I can't see who's kicking out there, but
Yeah, sounds in my eyes.
Scott Schuyler with an attempt to keep it in.
Krajisnik throw here.
Looks like AG for Krajisnik. He's taking the throw up the line. Krajisnik seems in the games that I've seen to date, they seem to like to go outside in. That's their strength lies kind of coming out of the back with AG or Junior on the left and coming up through. They're looking for Isak up at the top most of the time. So
yeah, I know they got a lot of pace up top, so I'm sure they'll be looking for that throughout the game.
Krajisnik's keeper has the ball at his feet.
Plays it out wide. Number 14. Krajisnik looks to be keeping possession here. Oh,
Good disposition.
oh, and a foul here.
Oh, yeah.
Drag down.
It's on the edge of the box. Is that a PK?
I don't believe so. That's going to be a yellow card for Krajisnik.
I couldn't see. Was it? It wasn't Junior out there. It was. I can't tell the.
I believe it was number 14. It'll be a free kick for Syracuse to see on the edge of the box.
It's a dangerous position right there for Syracuse. Dangerous in favor of Syracuse, I should say. Krajisnik's going to regret making that, I think.
Yeah, I think Syracuse definitely looked to capitalize on this.
I think at their last game, Krajisnik might have had a couple yellow cards, maybe that resulted in a suspension. So it looks like their defensive unit is a little bit different. I think the individual who caused that foul there, I don't think he's normally on their defensive. So
Yeah. Looks like we have Caden Stafford over this.
Maybe Caden's coming in towards the middle. I think you got Kyle Hughes taking a shot. You can see Syracuse is lining up. Hopefully they come up with a follow-up here. Let's see what we have. Kyle with the hit. And clearance by Krajisnik with a header. I think Syracuse is now going to regret that they didn't take advantage of that. Isak somehow on the ball. Oh, and that's a foul.
Dragged down by Scott Schuyler.
Yeah. It's fine. Got to take it early. That's the place to do it if you're going to do it.
I believe that was Scott Schuyler with the yellow card here.
Two early yellows coming on in this game. I think that's going to be a show of what this game is like.
Yeah, I think that's setting the tone early, as they say.
Yeah, ref's making, I think, a good decision there. Try to keep things under control. These two teams have a tendency when they're going against each other to kind of push things a little bit.
Yeah,
and the cross in and cleared out by Syracuse.
Oh, what a goal! Oh, I believe that was.
Tough to see there.
Yeah, no, tough to see, but that's an outrageous goal for Krajisnik. It's going to be
Ali somehow, number 6. Is that Ali? 6 or 7, I couldn't tell. Oh no, that's number 6 is Riley, I believe. Riley, as I know his first name is Riley. Yep. Yeah, Riley Uri with a goal there, folks. Yep.
So what do you think?
It appears to be the case. Off to an early start there for Krajisnik. Syracuse, this is not a team you really want to get behind on, so hopefully Syracuse picks up. Not really sure what they could have defended better there. It was a nice clear out, and it was a one-time hit from outside the 18.
Yeah,
so
there's not really much you can do about that if you're Syracuse. Just marking a little better, but those ones you got to take and just move on.
Mm-hmm. Let's go Krajisnik throw here.
Krajisnik off to a good start, though, against the undefeated Syracuse FC, so I'm sure they'll be happy with this lead. Hopefully they can keep it. Syracuse are going to try to keep the possession.
Scott Schuyler with a foul, I believe, on number 7, Ali somehow.
believe so.
Did he just give him a red card? That's completely absurd. This is the most ridiculous thing I've ever seen. I could say that's ridiculous. I don't know what look, as a player who sees that, I can't believe that, to give a red card in the first 5 minutes of a game for 2 fouls. That was a necessary foul. There's no way you give a red card on that. What a terrible, terrible call. And now he's going to dictate how the game is played. Ridiculous.
Yeah, I'm not sure about that one, Corey. You know, like you said, 2 early yellows, especially the same player and early in the game. I mean, usually let him off with a warning.
Talk to him.
Yeah.
Absurd. The first 2 fouls in a game, it's not like it was a violent foul or something
Right.
aggressive. He bumped him from behind with his chest. I mean, I've seen people punch people to get a red card. You know what I mean?
I've seen much worse.
Yeah, that's
only been given a yellow. So
that's absurd. And now they're talking. See, obviously the sideline ref disagrees with the main ref's determination here because they're conversing about it and there's a discussion.
Yeah.
Clearly, this was not a clear-cut thing, and that was, in my opinion, a bad decision. You got to let the teams play. It's not going to happen. Now you have the first place team fighting from behind here because of a ref decision. It was, in my opinion, a bad decision.
Totally agree with you. You know, I think you got to have the conversation before you start.
They gotta put a man down the whole rest of the game.
Yes.
Yep.
That's what I'm. That's why that's a bad choice by a ref. You can't dictate the game like that.
Yeah.
Came out strong.
You know, especially being given a red card, I think you got to talk with your other referees and really see what's going on. But I mean,
you know, you talk about the refs making an early stand. You know, you want to do that, but this, I'm telling you right now, that's just going to cause the game to get out of control. Because now you're going to have Syracuse on the back foot aggravated. They're going to be mad, and they're going to start acting more aggressively. That's not how you get control of a game. You know what I mean? It's the opposite.
It just seems like it's like Kai who's tried to play a early ball, does not get there. But yeah, going back to the refs, I mean, it's one of those you just kind of got to take. Unfortunately, that's just kind of how it's going to dictate the game.
That's all right. You know, hopefully we still see a strong game out of both teams here. Syracuse, as I said, have the players. That looks like, I can't see Kyle, maybe Hughes with a ball up the line to Caden. Is it Caden up there on the?
Yeah.
Caden Stafford. Ball cleared.
They switched, that's the problem. Caden came in today and he was like, I want the worst number I can get. So.
I see a 73 and I see a 76. Krajisnik on the ball here. Syracuse pressing.
Can hear Yarrow already yelling, Coach Yarrow, about something going on. That's a good dispossession there by Case and Stafford.
Yeah.
And now we have Mike Lantry. It's Kyle Hughes, number 18, making the run up there on Lantry's ball.
I think going forward now after the red card, I think Syracuse FC kind of has to pick their battles here, especially try not to high press too much, tire players out.
How is that not a foul? I'm just confused. I mean, even if it's a 50-50 ball. Ali Samau with a pass to the middle of the field. Abdi Samau with a pass back. Again, for the watchers out there, for the viewers, I mean, it makes a difficult game now because, you know, Syracuse is in a position where they're a man down, so they don't want to stretch themselves too much. So you're not going to see them pressing for a goal unless they have an absolute shot at moving up the field. And Krajisnik being in the lead, they don't want to press. So, or they don't want to, you know, take any risk. So you're going to have two teams now in somewhat of a stalemate for a game, and that's for the viewers. Hopefully, you know, we see some fight here.
Yeah, but yeah. I believe the red card was given to a midfielder too, so that's definitely one less person they have to press, and they might even end up pushing one of their forwards back into the midfield to even it out.
Well, Syracuse is running a single man up top, so we do have the Syracuse does have 4 men in the middle. So, they're running I believe a 4-1-4-1.
Okay.
So I think the left midfielder was given the red card, Scott Schuyler. So puts 3 in the middle. I think we're running now a 4-1-3-1.
Got a Syracuse SC throwing coming in here.
Oh. That's Matthew Stasiuk, I believe. Throw. As much as I wish I was out there playing, I didn't have an ACL injury. I could tell you right now, if I was out there, I'd be really agitated.
Yeah, I'm right with you on that.
And across from Krajisnik, and it's out of bounds for a goal kick, SFC goal kick.
Yeah, I think after that first goal, things kind of looks like Syracuse FC kind of got a little trouble there. Maybe made some fouls that kind of led to the red, but I think both teams are settled in now, so hopefully Syracuse FC can start to make their comeback.
A bad call like that, it's like getting a cut. You just can't leave alone. We just keep going back to it.
Yeah.
Dictates the game, you know what I mean? It's
I'm
tough.
sure the players have that in their head too.
Yeah.
It's just
They just need to clear it out. They can
Yep.
regroup. I mean, like I said, this Syracuse squad is a strong team.
I'm sure they've dealt with things like this before, so.
Actually, was it Matt? Who is that? Scott Schuyler who's still in? Was it Matthew Stasiuk who got the red card? On the back?
I think so.
Yeah,
I think it was
actually,
Matthew.
it was Matthew Stasiuk. I was mixing him and Schuyler up. They both got that bushy hair. It's tough to tell, but. So that's a defender, a left back.
Yeah.
Looks like AG for Krajisnik with the throw-in. Somewhat of a dangerous position there. To the middle of the field.
Krajisnik looking for a cross in. They're getting it to.
Looks like Ali somehow, maybe? I think he's on the. Oh, that's Isak.
Yeah.
That's about the way he moves.
I
And a
believe that was Ali looking for the bicycle kick. Fortunately, does not hit the back of the net. Krajisnik still with the ball. They're getting it out. Still on the attack. Syracuse C looking to grit. Putting some tackles. They do get the ball. They're looking to push it up here. Kyle Hughes looking to win the ball back.
AG with to keep the ball in. And it looks like Caden Stafford and Caden dispossesses in the final third, but it doesn't amount to much.
Looks like Caden cut a stud on his foot. Those ones never feel too great.
Absolutely not. Good win there by DJ, but Krajisnik maintains possession. Mikey Borden defensively on the ball. Ali somehow with the cross out wide.
Looking for the back heel, but nobody's there. But they still have possession. Still on the attack, looking for another goal.
Syracuse seems somewhat timid based on their current situation. You know, they don't want to risk it with the lower number, but
Yeah, it seems like they're keeping a lot of the players behind the ball in their defensive half.
trying to keep that team shape. But they're obviously at some point they're going to have to take the risk. It's going to spread out. It's going to open up the game a little.
Yeah. They're just kind of letting Krajisnik move the ball around in their defenders. Picking their tackles. We got Isaac Smile on the ball here, looking for a cross in.
Dispossessed by SFC. Look like they blocked the cross there.
Kyle Hughes on the ball now, still in possession. We got Caden Stafford looking to run up the wing, keeping possession, looking for players.
Good pass to Kaysen Stafford. That looked like a foul from behind, but hard to say. All right, quick distribution out. Seems like the fans think that was a foul. I can hear it.
No, I wouldn't be expecting a whole lot from the referee now after. It's a good move.
And he's fouled there. Now again,
you'd expect that to be a yellow.
Yes, I was just about to say the exact thing.
It looks like it's just gonna be a warning, but it looks like he's going to tuck over to the bench almost.
You'd think he would have given the warning to the guy he gave the red card to instead of whatever he's doing over there. And again, as we discussed, the game's is getting intense, right? He's warning the bench, it looks like. Yeah. Now he's moving the ball back. It looks like 2 yards. And it looks like the ref is arguing with the bench because the person who was sent off looks like his brother, and his brother is still on the bench, and the ref doesn't know the difference, and now we delayed a game for that. So it's a good thing, I guess, huh?
Yep.
And we're back.
Short free kick in, but looks like it's going to stick with Syracuse SC. Quick throw in.
Kyle Hughes with the pass back. It's cleared up by DJ Taylor. DJ Taylor with the foul at the 50.
That would be an interesting play though. Swap jerseys with your brother and sneak back in. Oh, they're twins. How would you know?
Krajisnik going to retain the possession they have on the ball. Keep on attacking. You know, Syracuse SC down man. You know, there's going to be some holes that are opening up in the defense, and I'm sure Krajisnik will be looking to spread the ball out, ping them in there. Plus, we put more goals on the board, but up until now, Syracuse SC has been defending pretty well. You know, besides the one goal, even with 10 players down, they seem to be doing pretty well.
And Kyle Hughes is dispossessed, and Krajisnik passes the ball back into their own end of their keeper, trying to recycle and burn time.
Yeah, FC just looking to keep the ball in front of them. Sure they'll be happy with. Krajisnik just passing around the back for now.
Went out of the back by Scott Schuyler. I have to apologize to later on for saying he got kicked out when he didn't.
Cross at the 6-yard box. Krajisnik looking to score. Goes through. It's going to be a Syracuse goal kick, I believe.
Yeah, it appeared to be the case.
So about the first 20 minutes gone. We have a goal from Krajisnik. We have a red card to Syracuse SC. You know, it's not been the ideal first half for Syracuse SC so far, but I mean, considering what's happened, I think you know they've dealt with their issues pretty well here.
Yeah, game seems to be settling in a little bit.
Yeah.
DJ Taylor with a win and a distribution of the ball. Ike Borden.
Taking that down, yep.
And a call for Syracuse. Mickey Borden on the ball.
Looks like Michelangelo will be taking the free kick here. Quick free kick to Kaysen Stafford.
Kaysen with a errant pass there. Definitely a lot of frustration coming from the stands.
The players too, almost. I'm sure they're
I'm getting text messages from the listeners here saying that they can hear the people outside saying complaining. So no, it's good. It's good. It's good. I'm sure they're hearing the voices of their own frustration.
Isaac Smell on the ball. Just dictating that left flank again.
Oh, good defensive play there by Syracuse on a dangerous cross. And the ball out wide to Munsky.
Clears it up to find Krajisnik defense.
AG on the ball for Krajisnik with a pass to Ali Samau. Scott Schuyler tracking him there. And a foul by Syracuse in the corner of the box. Seems to be some just inconsistencies here with.
Yeah.
Stop the clock.
Looks like it's going to be about a 20-yard free kick here.
They signaled
From the
to
edge of the
stop, I
area.
don't know why.
Normally, there's no stop.
It went like,
Yeah, I think he's talking though. You can just keep running it.
never mind.
Yeah. We're just talking about the clock, folks, and
And that free kick sails over the goal and even the net behind it. So
for everyone who watches high school soccer versus this level, the clock counts up at this level, and it doesn't, instead of down. There's some reverse.
That clock is only going down.
Yeah, our clock is going down here. Normally that's not how it plays, but that's the way the clock was working. So we'll just stop it at the end, and the refs will add the extra time.
Possible. I don't think that thing came with a manual.
We're doing research on the fly here, folks. Figuring the clock out on the fly.
Never once run that clock out.
Yeah.
it's not used to being run up usually.
Never been run out in its entire life.
And one of the Samau brothers, Ali, on the ball. He's got an overlap there by AG, but he cut back in quick. He didn't see the pass. It looks like a quick restart by Syracuse here. Free kick.
Into Kyle Hughes, who looks to put it up into the attack. Looks like there's some time wasting almost here by the Krajisnik keeper.
Number 9, Jackson Card is on that right side. He tried to make that run, but couldn't get there in time. Jake Munsky on the ball.
Kaysen Stafford with the ball. I believe he gets fouled as he's kicking that up, so it's going to be a free kick here. I believe that was just a yellow card shown to Krajisnik.
Looks like this guy brought a full deck with him today. Jeez,
guess.
not only with the cards though, not anywhere else.
Yeah.
Pull back in his pocket, have a deck somewhere else. I know.
It's going to have a full list of names on the back of that by the time
Yeah.
it's done here.
Jeez. My name is permanently etched in his book, so.
Yeah. Luckily mine's not. So.
Cross by Krajisnik to the left-hand side to Isak Samau, who's trying to make space. And they calling for a PK, but no PK given.
Yeah. Syracuse looking to counter here through Caden Stafford.
Oh,
and Caden
almost.
Stafford. Ball went back by Scott Schuyler.
Syracuse really wants to lock them in here and get that pressure up high, not give them any possession, but possession maintains with Krajisnik.
Yeah, I think the being down a man definitely puts a pin in that. You know, not having another guy being able to press.
Yeah. Syracuse, which tends to be a high press team, it
Yeah.
becomes a difficult situation when you're down a man, especially if Scott Schuyler's dropping in to cover that missing space in the back, creates an issue for the press. It's a little bit more difficult.
Yeah, it looks like Kyle Hughes is almost dropping back as to defense at some points.
Kind of like a second CDM, maybe.
Yeah.
Mike Lantry with the ball to DJ Taylor. Sends it up the field. He sucks them out on the ball. Now Abi Sama on the ball.
Back to
Oh, Isak dispossessed. See, that's where that high press, that was Scott Schuyler's ball there.
Yeah.
He's making the press, but he got beat on the outside by AG.
out to Ali somehow. Looking for that cross in. And that goes out for a goal kick.
That was good work by Scott Schuyler.
Yep.
You know,
Good one-on-one defending.
Ali's got a real strong left foot if he'd cut back there, but he just got boxed him out strong. So. Attempt to go over the top there with a quick play, but it's knocked free by Krajisnik. Mikey Borden dispossesses Krajisnik.
Kazen Stafford on the ball here.
Ooh, with a nice meg there, but not in time. Looks like Mr. Schuyler there, Scott Schuyler on the ball. He's going to throw it in.
Touchback by Kaysen. Krajisnik looking to go on a counter, but Syracuse seems to have quite a few players back behind the ball just for this specific situation. And it's going to be a Syracuse free kick. Taken quickly by DJ Taylor to Kyle Hughes.
And Kyle Hughes on the go here. With a good cross. No one there to get on it. He moved up with a lot of pace, and no one was able to keep up on the follow through. Good defense by Syracuse in the middle of the field.
One back by Kason Stafford.
Michael Antry with a pass out wide to Kyle Hughes.
Oh, we have interesting calls there by the ref. We had one pointing to FC and one pointing to Krajisnik, so.
At this point, they just close their eyes, spin in a circle, and point in a direction, I think.
It's just a coin flip.
Yeah.
Isaac somehow on the counter. Excuse me. Yep, that is Ali.
Oh, and
Oh, no, that was AG, I believe, on the counter.
and Scott Schuyler with the clearance. Was it number 8 who was coming in on that? I think that's Riley.
Oh, Riley?
Yep. That's AG number 5 on the ball. AG's got some pace. You know, it seems like in the prior games they try to come out of that right side a lot. They've mixed it up a little bit because I know when they played against Rochester a couple weeks ago, AG was on the right side, and Isak was on that same right side. And a breakaway by Kyle Hughes tracking down to the keeper.
Yeah. Yeah, going back to what you said about the right side, it seems like Krajisnik definitely seems to be favoring this right side attack with AG and Abdi.
Yeah, so that before in prior games they had Riley on the opposite side up top with different players on the outside, and AG was trying to play up to Isak. Now they've kind of staggered that with Ali up above in front of him, but it's
Not sure what that call was. Possibly a handball, but at this point you never know.
And you hope at this level that you don't see those, you hope that the refs stay out of it and they just play a clean game, but it is what it is, you know what I mean?
Yeah. You hoped for it to be better, but you can't always have.
Syracuse is only one goal out of this to bring it back into perspective. They just need to knock one in, and problem is, again, we haven't had Syracuse has a lot of opportunities here, just given the amount of pressure they have on them, being one man down in the plays, but and that's a Syracuse throw.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, Syracuse FC definitely has shown their times of attack. I mean, they're getting the ball up. Not in their attacking half. They're not getting a whole lot of touches, but I mean, they're definitely pinging it up there and looking for players. So they're getting their opportunities, and I'm sure sometime we'll see one drop in the back of the net. Hopefully sooner or later, and tie this game up and get the comeback on.
Yes, looking forward to it. And that's no one up top to receive the ball. To Krajisnik throwing. I assume they're going to throw it back just to delay some time here. Again, this is where Syracuse really needs to, especially in the last 15 minutes of the half, they really need to start maybe pushing up and getting some pressure on, locking the ball in one end.
Yeah, they definitely are going to be looking for an equalizer here before halftime. Going into half, scoring a goal definitely give them that momentum they need going into the second 45.
Oof, a little bit easy there.
Yep.
Case and Stafford with some pace, but Krajisnik player just sort of sidestepped it.
Isak somehow looking for a goal again. Just going to pass one back and looks for the shot that goes over. Deep breath for Syracuse FC here, just looking to take it slow. Looking for that equalizer for the half. Give them a minute to collect themselves, get their shape.
If you're talking to Syracuse at this point with the last 10 minutes, you're looking at this, what are you telling them? What are you telling them they got to do?
I'm definitely telling them not to concede another. That'd probably be the worst thing to do at the moment. So I'm saying keep the players behind the ball, but definitely pick your opportunities. I'm sure you can go press. Not every time, but as I said before, pick your battles. Just make sure you're throwing the passes, keeping possession, limiting the attack for Krajisnik. That's probably what I tell them right now. Definitely going in the second half, you want to look for that equalizer if you don't get it here in the first. So
yeah. Ideally, I think they do. They hopefully for them, I think the last, especially the last 4 or 5 minutes of this half, maybe getting in, they don't want to concede. That would be, like you said, the worst thing they could possibly do, especially at the end of a half. But if they could make an equalizer and make the second half of this game 1-1, and the first, starting at 1-1, that would make a huge difference, and they could start off fresh.
Exactly.
Reevaluate maybe the formation on the field, figure out how to adjust to the one missing player, and take it from there.
And if you're the coach for Syracuse, are you looking to make any tactical substitutions at the half, or are you keeping the personnel you got in?
Yeah, I like the chemistry that the players have that are on there, especially those up at the top in the middle of the field. And again, Syracuse is known for their defensive unit in the back. But the only issue is here now, what do you do with the, do you keep the 3 men that are back, and then do you try to decide on whether you keep it the way it is?
Right.
The fluidity up at the top of the field hasn't been there, but that just might be kind of shell shock from being 1 man down. I don't know. I think I'd keep the same staff on for now, the same players, and then look to subs where necessary. Oh, Isak somehow on a breakaway. Ooh, great save by Sasha. Incredible save on a breakaway there.
That's going to win Krajisnik. I wish they had back, but fair dues to the FC keeper.
Yeah. He just held them in this for sure, mentally at least. That's a big save.
Kyle Hughes clears the ball. Krajisnik looking for a restart.
See, this is what we're talking about. On those, we understand they want to all be behind the ball as much as possible so they don't concede. But at the same time, that Krajisnik is pressing high. They're all at the 50, right? You kind of want to make sure that there's someone in the vicinity for when the ball gets cleared up so that we can do a quick counterattack by Syracuse.
Jackson Carr here looking to counter. Looking to play that through there for Caden. Looking for a quick restart, but looks like it might be a long throw here for Caden Stafford.
That is a fairly long throw. Oh, what a save. Was that Ike Borden or was that?
Yes.
Ike Borden with a header. Amazing throw there. I don't know where he got that distance from. Holy smokes.
Yeah, I mean, that's definitely a great opportunity for FC here. They're showing signs of life now.
Yeah, that's what we need right there. I mean, that's the kind of play. That was a great save by a Krajisnik keeper. I wasn't sure he was going to get his hand on it. Definitely dove right.
Long corner taken to the back by Lee Cason Stafford with the corner. Looks to be going out again for another Syracuse FC corner here. So we got 2 back-to-back corners. Looking to capitalize here with maybe a header from DJ or Ike.
Yeah, I mean, you got some serious height on this team. You can see right at the looks almost the top of the 6 in the end zone. You got Ike, you got DJ, and you got Lantry, all of whom have some serious height. So that's right to the keeper.
Some time wasting it looks like here from the Krajisnik keeper. First half, it's a bit questionable, but
he's going to take anything he can get at this point. Huh? Oh, Syracuse showing some fire right now.
Scott Schuyler on attack here. Looking to play to someone.
Oof. Some good play in a tight space there.
Ike on the ball.
Ooh. It's a dangerous ball there by Syracuse. It was intentional to play it like that, especially when they're in their own third. But they recovered there. Now they're trying to play it back in. Is it Kyle Hughes?
I believe so.
Kyle seems to have been putting a lot of time over on that right side. I don't know if he shifted back or, like you had said, as a CDM. I haven't seen him
there from Schuyler.
I haven't seen him shift over much. Looks like a Krajisnik throw.
No, I'm not sure if Krajisnik has a long throw as FC did. So.
Holy sweat, that was a bomb.
Yeah.
Oh, jeez,
It's almost like a corner kick.
Yeah. I mean, that was 3/4 of the way past the near post.
Yeah, that was like a 20-yard throw. Probably even more than that.
Yeah, that was far. I think the field is 65 yards wide, and it was past the halfway mark of that. So that was.
I feel like the width might be a little smaller than that. It's a shot from.
Good save by Sasha. Easy to the keeper's hands, but and he's looking to make a quick play here. The ball bounced. You kind of want to avoid that bounce if you can, but that's Kyle.
Oh yeah, Kyle.
He did make it onto this side of the field. There we go. And Ike Borden with the ball.
Back down to Jackson.
How did Jackson get on the left-hand side of the field?
Looks like Yeah, I'm not sure. Kyle and Jackson both ended up here on the right, so.
Some movement going on here.
Yeah.
It's all right. Syracuse is showing some signs of life in the final half of this final portion of this first half. So. The stands are too, and they're not boos, so that's a good thing.
Yeah, we definitely heard a lot of those in the first half.
Oh, now that's I'm wondering. I asked myself, how is that not a yellow card? Right? Didn't get a play on the ball. Took out his legs. I mean, I just don't understand. If you're going to be consistent, you got to be consistent.
Yeah.
Let's be consistent here. I disagree with some of the yellow cards that came, but if you're gonna do it, do it. You know what I mean?
I'm sure the FC coach will be sure to have a word with the.
Oh yeah.
With the referees at the half, so.
I'm sure he will. One of the things I always had an issue with arguing with the refs a lot, and one of the things I enjoy most about playing for Syracuse is I don't have to because I know the coaches do it for me.
Yeah. So that's one less card we got to worry about.
That's right. That's a good ball there by Syracuse.
This keeper loves to take his time here.
Yeah. It's about he's counting. That was about 5 seconds. I mean, he's not too much over.
Cut it close.
Mm-hmm. Close as long as it's not going over, I guess. That's a great block there by Scott Schuyler. Past Ike Borden. Ike gets dispossessed in the middle of the field in a dangerous position. It's not going to make Syracuse happy there.
Shot. Comfortable save for Sasha.
I think Krajisnik's going to be disappointed with that. That's any of these opportunities by Krajisnik is an opportunity to kind of lock things in at the end of the half. And
yeah.
Every minute that goes by that they don't score another goal is an opportunity for Syracuse to kind of get their feel back,
Yeah, and I think the team talk for Krajisnik might be, they'll probably be disappointed with the lack of goals for the amount of opportunities they had. And then, excuse me, for the positives for FC, not conceding another goal, especially being down a man. I think that's something you got to look at in the scheme of things going into the second half. Got another 45 on the clock, so.
Yeah, I agree completely. Yep. It's about a minute 40 on the clock right now.
Another
Plus,
Caden Long throw in here.
It's a great throw. You can hear the coaches yelling about that tackle. Hey. And it's a sprint back. This is the counterattack that Krajisnik is known for. And then listen,
that'll be a card based on the.
It's a good foul. I mean, that's.
Yeah.
But I don't think it's a look. It's a cynical foul. But what are you going to do? I mean, that's what you do.
Yeah.
But again, I think it was a good play by Syracuse. You have to do that. It's a 3-on-3. Isak Samal's got the pace. You don't want to get stuck there. That's what they're known for.
Yeah, you don't want to take any chances. So I think definitely following there, maybe taking a yell, probably be the best.
Now it looks like the keeper's only got a single man wall here. I'll tell you this: the shooter here is Zach for Krajisnik, who again I don't think he usually plays back defensively, but I think that's Zach. He's got a real pretty nasty left foot. I mean, this is definitely shooting range for him.
Looks to be about a 30 to 40 yard kick here. If you can.
Yeah.
Board is off, guys.
There's about 23 seconds left on the clock, and I don't know how much stoppage there is, but and that's a good cross in.
It's a good save from Sasha.
Yeah, good punch out there. Krajisnik throw. Clock stop, ladies and gentlemen, so it doesn't buzz, but there's obviously some stoppage left.
If I had to take a guess here, it'd probably be about 2 or 3 minutes of stoppage time.
Yeah, I would think at least. You have what, 4 yellow cards. You got the red. You got the weird moment where the ref was arguing with the bench.
Yeah,
all of those
forgot
things.
about that one. Yeah, so we're definitely looking at least probably 3 minimum.
Yeah, I think so.
More towards 5.
Yeah, somewhere in the mix. It's always, you never really know. It's
just always when the ref blows his whistle.
Yeah. Discretion at its best.
Yeah.
That's a Krajisnik throw. Again, in a dangerous area.
It's going to be all sides here.
Looks like Jake Munsky on the ball, and then DJ passed to Munsky. What?
Looks to be a half. That's about a minute of extra time.
At best. You got 4 yellow cards, a red card, and an argument with the bench that resulted in less than a minute of stoppage time. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to take a break, and we'll be back for hopefully a good, strong second half.
Welcome back, folks. We got the second half of action here with Syracuse FC and Krajisnik FC.
Let's hope that they can put something together here. Hopefully we'll get a good game out of this, right? The rest of the second half. So.
Yep. Hopefully Syracuse, I'm sure, has a new tactic, maybe even a new formation. Don't think they have any substitutions bringing on in the second half, so we got the same starting 11 as the first.
Yeah, looks like same. Yeah, it looks like the same formation. Kaio's hanging back a little bit there with Ike, but it could just be off the start of the play. Do you know, whose kickoff is it? Do you know?
It looks like Krajisnik's going to kick off here.
Well, okay. So you got, you got
Lantry, DJ, Munsky, and I think that's Scott Schuyler on the back four.
I mean, if I'm looking at this, right, you want to keep a strong defense, but at the same time you want some opportunity. I mean, you could do a 4-2-3. That's tough because your wings are running a lot, or you do like a 4-3-3. I think at some point as the game progresses, you're going to see some sort of shift here because, you know, a single man up top is strong for the formation that Syracuse usually uses, but it's a little bit tougher when you're coming from behind, you know.
Yeah, I'm sure we'll see, you know, if the result is the same here in the last few minutes of the half. I'm sure we'll see
that's Junior.
Back four change to a back three.
Junior with the ball.
Syracuse looks like to come out pressing like they did in the first.
That's a strong press right there. That's a back pass to the keep. Strong start there. So we talked about at the end of the last half. That's kind of what Syracuse wants to see. They want to lock them in, you know, force them to make mistakes. Krajisnik make mistakes so that they have some opportunities here.
Yeah, definitely seems like Syracuse has coming with some high energy.
Not gonna lie, looking out the window is the way to go here.
Yeah. Got Kyle on the ball, looking to spread it out. Doesn't quite get there.
Looks like AG on the ball. Pass over to Abdi Samau. Abdi taking his space.
We got Isaac on the wing here. Looking to do a little magic.
Back to Junior. Junior's got a nice strong lefty on that. That's kind of his signature right there. Got a lot of left footers on here. I don't see Alec Stasiak, who is actually the brother of Matthew, who was ejected. Oh, that's Alec right there on the ball. That's the brother of Matthew, who was ejected for Syracuse. They're playing. I think Victor Stasiak is their other brother. He's on Krajisnik as well, and we have Lucas for Syracuse, who's on the bench right now too. He's here on a game day roster.
Oh, that's a nice ball. And that's
great
a great
save. Two great saves today by Sasha.
Sasha's keeping him in the game right now.
Game of the match here, or man of the match here. And Kaysen with the ball up top to Caden. Caden couldn't get there before it ran out. Got cold out tonight.
It did.
It's the worst when it gets cold for the second half because you're already stopped for 15. You're sweaty, and then it gets real cold. It takes a while to warm up again.
And then the sweat gets cold, and then you're all just.
Mm-hmm. So it almost looks like Syracuse is. They went to maybe a 4-3-2 of some sort. I mean, you got two guys pressing. Kaysen's up top. You got Caden up top too. The two brothers.
Like the Stafford brothers are linking together up top here, looking to make something happen, pressing.
Yep. Munsky on the ball.
It's a good look forward from Lantry.
So you can see Krajisnik's trying to compress. They got their defense high and their forwards compressed in. Isak somehow up the middle, trying to beat three man. Three man couldn't do it. No, Abi somehow dispossessed. Great tackle. Dispossessed. And Jackson Card with a great ball. Little good touch by Caden.
Caden's got no one up with him though. Ooh. I'm sure they'll be looking for a foul there, but won't get it. Asper. Good win back here from Case and Stafford.
Jackson Card over to Kyle. Kyle with some pace. He's dribbling out to the corner, though. Okay. Now Ike Borden on the ball. And there looks like Syracuse is doing much better this half with possession.
Yeah, they're definitely looking to dictate the game here in the second half.
Looks like they got the shell shock of losing a player out of the way. Now they're doing much better. About 5 minutes gone in the second half, and again Syracuse is really coming out a little bit stronger with the possession. Obviously, though, they got to be careful. Even though they've held the majority of possession here, you saw Isak there with the real strong attempt.
Yeah.
Great pass to Isak. He almost put that off. If not for Sasha's great kick save there, we would have been in a different game here.
Looking to find, I believe that was looking to find Isak on the wing there, but couldn't quite get his footing right. DJ on the ball now. Onto Lantry. Looking for runners. He's going to try and pick out Jackson.
Not a bad ball if somebody gets a touch on it, or if the Krajisnik has a bad touch. I mean, it's a dangerous play. And now on the counter, Isak with that pace. Munski keeping up. No foul, and he gets in front. That's good. Oh, that's a good tackle right there. Hold him up a little bit. That's good work by Munski.
Munski's doing a great job defending somehow here.
He's real shifty somehow too on that, and that's some great defending. Oh, great defending by DJ too to break it up again. Lantry with a block. That's a good call. That was Alex Stasiuk with the push on Jackson card. I don't know. Oh, that's.
Yeah, it's looking like SC's just trying to place these balls into the dangerous locations and hope for runners or a Krajisnik mistake.
It's a long ball. Cleared out by Krajisnik and stayed in. Yeah, that's a foul.
Looks like some of the players are.
Who I can't see who is it Lantry?
Yeah, I believe so. Lantry and maybe Kaysen.
It's very unlike Lantry to say or do anything on the field. So this is, it's just a good indication about not only the stakes but what's going on and what's been going on from the beginning of this game.
Now it looks like referee's gonna have some words for the both of them. Surprised he doesn't show a card here.
Well, I mean, all Lantry did was talk to him, so
Yeah.
there's not card worthy. I'm just wondering what's going on. The ref's talking to 4 people now, 3 Krajisnik players and Lantry. I'm not quite sure. And that was Riley, number 6, who's one of the I think the striker up there. Alec and Abi Samal were all hanging out there in that conversation. That's a Krajisnik ball in. And DJ got on the end of it. It's good. To the middle.
It's good foot in there from.
Great. And a call. Jackson with a good draw there. Pretty decent crowd out here today.
Vocal.
Yeah.
Very vocal crowd too.
Yeah. It's good to see. It's good when you get a lot of people, you get more people. It's makes the game more intense. Oh, nice move by Ike.
Up to Caden.
Caden to it's a foul. That's got to be a yellow.
Yep.
There we go.
It looks like he's reaching to his pocket
Yep.
there. Yep. It's a good call there from the referee.
Yeah, it's a second card, folks. I think that's the second card for Junior it might have been The crowd is calling for a second card on that. I'm not sure, though. It could have been AG who got the card in the first instance on this outside. Looks like the refs are conferring, though. I'm not quite sure. No,
They're just confirming it's
Junior, Abdi Junior. Yeah, we call him Junior. It's Abdi Osman. There you go, Abdi Osman, who is the cousin of Abdi Samau, actually. So, and Isak and Ali. You got a lot of family members out there going on. That's.
Where's your spray?
So this is a dangerous opportunity here for Syracuse. Or I should say dangerous against Krajisnik here. Hopefully Syracuse can capitalize. You see him lining up on the 18.
Yeah, we got Kyle whipping one in.
Kyle's got a nasty cross, and he's also got a good shot. If you've watched any of Syracuse's previous games, he's hit a couple from pretty far out. I mean, that's a dangerous cross right there. But Syracuse fails to capitalize on it. crazy outswinger there. Oh, that's a foul, and he still keeps control.
Well done from Munsky there.
Oof. That's
a good ball in.
Oof, what a ball. Munsky kept that in possession just to make that happen. Holy smokes. Those legs.
Did a great job there.
I don't know. It looks like both of his legs were in the air and he was still standing up. Yeah. I don't know how that happens.
A short corner here for Syracuse. Goes out for a goal kick, it looks like.
Yeah, he got shielded. Looks like Jackson got shielded out there.
Not too bad of a first 10 minutes here for SC.
No, agreed. This is what we talked about the end of the last half. This is what we wanted to see, right? Some high press, some strong possession. Not just booting the ball up. It's tough when you can't really. You can hear your coach yelling from the sideline, but you can't really confer. It's tough on the fly to figure out what to do when your whole setup is kind of debunked.
This is the Syracuse SC that we're used to watching.
Yeah, for sure. And Munsky with a good over the top throw.
Looking for Caden Stafford. Cleared by Krajisnik. Looking down for Isak somehow.
And Isak with a pass behind. Doesn't quite make it to Ali. And Ali slowly going back. And Abdi with a charge on the ball. But
yeah, it's not looking like Krajisnik has the amount of numbers they did in the first half going forward.
Yeah.
They're definitely placing some people behind the ball. Maybe just sitting in, keeping that 1-0 lead.
It's a dangerous ball there, and looks like Caden does a. What's the call? There's a call, but he blew the whistle before there was any sort of push. I don't know what happened there. Look, Caden Stafford did. Is it Caden or Kaysen? Caden did a great job there of winning the ball in the first instance off the shield, but he got dispossessed by the second player.
Good ball won by
Ike
Ike.
Borden.
Goes back to the Krajisnik keeper.
And he's going to stall with the ball at his feet. He's going to try to spread the field a little bit and force Caden up. Caden's going to jog in while the keeper delays. Now he's going to pick it up.
There it is.
DJ with a foul there. Just got on the back of, I can't tell the number. And Isak on the left side cuts in. Isak's not known for his shots from that far out, though. As much as pace as he has and as strong of a player as he is, that's a good win by Kyle to clear it out. Caden with the ball. Nice pass over. Jackson's got to get there. Yeah. Good turn by Jackson and a pass to Kyle. Kyle with a
That's gonna be called back.
That's gotta be. It's gotta be called. That's gotta be a yellow. He's reaching for his pocket. He should be giving him the yellow on that. He should. That should be the second yellow right there. He's putting his hands up, but that's the second yellow, and he reached for his pocket. And when he saw that it was gonna be a red card, he didn't do it. See? That's unacceptable. Unacceptable. How do you give a red card in the first half and then reach for your pocket and realize it's going to be here and not do it? That's clearly a problem.
Yeah, I'm not an expert on the refereeing, but I mean that sure seems like his second yellow to me.
I mean, you do it in the first half, well, back to back, and now you reach for your pocket. You see him reaching, and then he doesn't do it.
Yeah, you'd think that, if you want to even out the calls here, that you'd give him the second yellow, but I mean.
Or even just keep it consistent. I don't care if he evens it out, but at least he's got to be consistent. I mean, come on.
Got another free kicker for Kyle. Good ball in. That's dangerous.
Just one, the Krajisnik's doing a good job of getting in front of that ball.
Yeah, they're getting to the first ball, but still not quite clearing it.
No.
Just keeps coming back out to Skylar here.
Who's taking a far position on the pitch there. Ooh, what a ball. Over the top. Great ball. Oh.
It's a good look from Skylar and Stafford there.
Yeah, it's good send. And obviously the keeper's a little rattled because he just booted the ball out of bounds.
Yep. We'll take those, though.
I agree. DJ on the ball in the back, and there's a whistle.
Looks like it's going to be a substitution for Krajisnik here.
You have too many mistakes.
Crowd's not too happy with these.
And we're just delaying for no apparent reason, it looks like.
Yeah, there is a substitute on the far side, but
That's Junior, the individual who should have gotten the second red card. They're taking him off before he does. Or the second yellow. They're taking him off before he does. So he dodged a bullet. Now this is number 22, I believe, unless they switch jerseys. He usually plays center back for them. I was surprised to not see him in. Not a fast player, but decent with the ball at his feet. Has good touches. Normally one of their center backs. Looks like he went out wide though, which is surprising because he's gonna have a hard time with pace. And looks like a corner kick. Yeah,
it's going to go out for a corner, yep.
SFC corner here. Now Kyle's going to take this. Kyle definitely has a dangerous corner. He scored on at least one corner in the first SFC game. Let's see what he can make happen here.
It's a good ball in. Looking for someone's head.
Oh. They're screaming something. It sounds like handball.
Yeah, they're petitioning for a handball.
I'm not sure what was missed or what wasn't, but there's a yellow for a handball. I don't.
It's good feet from was that Munsky?
Yeah, I told you he's got 3 feet, dude.
Multiple shots for, I think, still going at the ref for handball.
Yeah.
I didn't really see a whole lot there.
I didn't either. There was an uproar though, and it was instant. That was a foul.
So late whistle, but it's going to go Syracuse SC's way.
It's got to be a kick there. I don't know where the delay was there and why he took time to make that call, but
Ref did point in the direction of Syracuse FC.
no, here we are. Now again, there's delays going on. That's a good flick there by Kaysen. Munsky. Great save by the keep there. Sasha playing out of his mind today.
Yeah, he's definitely keeping FC in this right now.
This is that positioning at the top of the box there made a big difference.
With some good saves.
You can't afford to have Isak up there at the top of the box with a free.
Yeah, no, he'll definitely punish you if he's up there alone. Well, looks like we have Krajisnik trying to keep possession here. Well, 2-on-2. We got 2 more Krajisnik players streaking up the middle.
Good save by the keep. Again, just coming out aggressively to win those balls. That's important when you got pace on the other team.
Yeah.
Kyle back to Munsky. Munsky back to the keeper. Keeper up. Some good distribution into the middle. That's a great ball. It's a good chance.
So we're going to fall back here from Munsky and Sasha here looking to just reset.
What are we?
About 20 minutes gone.
That's a dangerous ball right there. If Casing can get on the end of it without it getting shielded out of bounds. Still, they need to lock him in here. If Syracuse locks in Krajisnik, make sure they can't get this pass out. Force them to pass it back to the keep. You can see with their formation, the way they're set up, they're looking for this to come out. If Syracuse can lock him in, they only have an option back. And with a pass back, they can always press high and try to take the ball, force a mistake from the keeper.
Another substitution here for Krajisnik. Looks like 14 came out and 8 came in. Another defender.
Krajisnik's defense is a little funny today. They're missing some people who, Morris Campbell, for example, played in their last game. He started. I think that number 14, 13, 14 was another one who normally plays. Number 22 usually starts for them, who's slid in for Abdi Jr. Just an unusual setup. It seems to be working for them to some extent. I mean, they're getting that defensive play in when they need to, but. Looks like, is it Alex Stasiuk? I don't know what is going on. I'm not quite sure, but looks like it was Syracuse's ball. Switch it. That's a great switch there to Munsky. Munsky's got Isak on his back. Let's see what he does here. And he's dispossessed. A pass. Looked like Jackson couldn't get on the end of it. Jackson having a difficult time there keeping up with Isak. And Isak passes the ball and falls with no one around him. I don't know what he's saying. He looks like he's yelling at the ref, but there was no one within 20 yards of him. So,
fortunately, you can't card the turf. So,
although I bet you the ref will try.
I bet he would.
Oh, look at that! Those moves from Kaio. Oh, and then to nothing. It looked like some sun from Tottenham there on that goal. He dribbled through half the team and scored. That's what I was looking for there, but. Alex Stasiuk with the ball. Pass back to keeper. Dangerous.
Yeah.
And this keeper doesn't seem to be real, real strong when the ball's coming back to him. He looks a little nervous. He's had a couple errant passes out of the back.
Yeah, he definitely seems to be staying on his line, too. I don't really see him come out much.
Oh, what a ball. No, he's not. No, there's no way that's offsides. He's directly in line. You're going to hear a lot of arguments about that, I think.
Yeah.
His back was to goal. He was facing ball, and he was standing in line with the other defender. I mean, it's. I know that's a little bit tough, but that looked pretty clear from here.
Yeah, I'm sure the players are wishing they had VAR on that. But unfortunately, we do not have the capital for that in the UPSL, I don't believe so.
Excluding some small technical difficulties, though, out here in Chittenango, it seems like you guys got the best video and audio I've seen in a long time. It's coming good, so thank you guys. It's good stuff. I want to thank. It's a beautiful field too. It's good to be hosted here. Syracuse is happy to be able to play here and have this opportunity.
Yeah, it's a fairly new turf, I believe. So, just keeping it fresh. We got new lights this year. So,
yeah. Glad we get to break them in a little bit.
Yeah.
They look great. Not too bright, not too dim. It's perfect, Sometimes you get the lights and it's like, you're staring at the sun, and sometimes it's not bright enough. This is perfect, you know what I mean? It's just that perfect ambient light. Oh, good opportunity for Syracuse here. Pass back to there's what I'm talking about with the sureness. He doesn't have that sureness on his feet, the keeper, and that was a good opportunity by Syracuse, and that's what they want to do, I think,
Yeah.
Capitalize on that weakness
after that mistake, I think they're definitely going to try and force the keeper to make a little more moves on his feet, or just force him to make more mistakes.
That's a great throw. And it looks like the roles have reversed a little bit here. I mean, other than Krajisnik, having the quick 1-2 opportunity here and there, it looks like they've packed in a little bit more, and Syracuse has taken the more dominant role on trying to get the balls in to equalize here.
Yeah, Krajisnik's definitely been a lot more defensive, I think, especially, coming out, seeing with FC being a lot more energetic, pressing more. Definitely having more opportunities than them. I think they're happy to sit back, keep this 1-0 lead, and hope for the whistle.
It's a great win in the air by Lantry. Scott Schuyler on the ball.
It's a good win back from Scott Schuyler.
Yeah, absolutely. That's what we need, you know. That's those kind of wins that are crucial. They can't score if they don't have the ball at their feet. No subs, I don't think, for SFC yet, right?
Yeah. Not that I'm aware of.
No, this is a new starting crew too for SFC. I mean, this is the main team that's been coming in, but there's a whole deep bench there too. That's a good tackle. I can't say that that's a foul. It's just good lean in.
It's 50-50.
Yeah, it's just a great. I mean,
you're gonna have those, and you can't really do it.
yeah, no, I mean, it's whoever plays stronger on the ball, and when you're shooting, you know, that's what you want. You know what I mean? You want your defender not to foul, but to, you know, push on the hip a little bit with their lower arm, and you know, make the play on the ball and force them off balance. You know,
exactly. Just want to let them know you're there.
Exactly. It's real difficult as a shooter to get that ball.
Oh, we got a.
Well, that's got to be a yellow. I mean, that's a red. He's the last man back. How do you not give a card on the last man back? I mean, that was a breakaway. I don't know. I mean, this is a very dangerous area for Syracuse.
Yeah, I mean, you'd think that he would be booked at this point, especially at least a yellow.
I mean, that's the top of the box. I mean, and he pushed him down from behind. I mean, that's maybe one step off from what Matthew Stasiuk did for the original yellow, and that was at the 25, not 6 inches from the top of the box. You know, in the middle of the field.
Great place to have a free kick, though. Looks like Caden Stafford's going to be over this one.
I haven't seen Caden Stafford take too many of these, so this should be an interesting thing to see what he's got. Kaio has been manning these free kicks, I think, almost universally.
Looks to be about their just 6-man wall, so...
Man, if he can bend that near post, it looks like keeper's giving near post to the wall. If he can get that on the inside, I mean, it's going to be tough with that size of a wall, though. I don't know what's going on. Oh, he's counting. He's asking for his DJ Taylor's asking, saying that the amount of space isn't enough. He can tell by the hash marks.
Yeah, I was going to say, you shouldn't really need to count them out because you got the hash marks there.
Yeah. And look, and he's right. Look, the ref's telling him. So, you know, again, that's the things you shouldn't have to, you know, you shouldn't miss those things. I mean, and with the new rule, you don't have to ask for 10. 10 is automatic. They should give you in every instance. So, all right, here we go. Kaysen with a shot. Caden, I mean, right? Caden.
Caden.
Yeah, Caden. Oh, over the top. It's a corner kick?
Looks like there might have been a slight deflection there from the wall.
Yeah,
so.
appears to be all right. So that was a fair enough.
Might have been a goal if there wasn't a deflection, it looks like.
Yeah.
He's heading for that top left corner.
Kyle with a corner kick in the goal, basically. What a kick. That's a very dangerous corner. Ball's still in. And it's Syracuse is making some dangerous situations there. Oh. What a defensive play there by Krajisnik.
That might have saved them, that conceding the equalizer there.
Ikey Borden on the ball in the middle. Slip him. He's giving a goal kick on that. I thought that was a deflection.
Yeah, that was a great shot.
What a great hit.
I think Jackson Card,
yeah. I thought that was going in far post.
I mean, that was just inches away from being the equalizer.
Mm-hmm. Tight space, too. Took that in a tight space. It's a good play there, good sequence there by Syracuse FC.
That's going to be one I'm sure he wishes he had back if the result holds.
Krajisnik's got some faith in their keeper. They're all pushing up, but... Munsky with a throw here. Again, he's a skinny dude, but he's fast. He's got the feet. He's got a decent throw too. Ikey Borden on the ball in the middle again.
It's a good head out from Krajisnik.
With pace off the run too. That's AG. Some good movement by Krajisnik, but Ike Borden breaks it up, and he sends an over-the-top ball, but headed out by Krajisnik. And now it's just back and forth, headers.
Someone's got to be looking to take this down. Yep. Looks like Krajisnik's going to be the one to do that. Oh.
Oh.
FC almost won it back there. Yeah. Back to Isaac, somehow looking for. I'm not sure.
That's out.
Yeah.
Looks like Riley made the run on that, but the ball wasn't weighted enough for his pace. Kyle Hughes. Oh, that's an unlucky. It's good. It's a good look there, but unlucky. That's a great win by Kyle Hughes.
Oh.
He's going to give him a red card?
They're going to card him there.
That's a red card. That's his second yellow. How are you? What is this ref thinking? He's out of his mind. This ref is literally out of his mind.
Is that Kyle's second?
Yes. This ref is literally out of his mind.
Yep. And there's
I can't even fathom what is happening here.
I don't even remember the first yellow, to be quite honest with you. It probably wasn't
This has got to be the worst ref game I've ever seen in my life. I could not, even if I wasn't a Syracuse player, I would probably throw something at the TV. This is absurd. I don't even want to watch it. It's like watching a nightmare. It's like a train crash over and over again. This is ridiculous.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm tempted to put the headset down and just go scream at the ref. It's to that point, you know?
It's all right. I can take over.
Gosh. Now Syracuse playing 2 men down. And don't forget, these red cards impact future games, too. Terrible calls.
So that's going to be a suspension for probably Kyle and
Matthew Stasiuk.
Yeah.
2 starters on the team. It's unreal.
Yeah, you really hate to see the game almost dictated by the refereeing. But.
As I've said, this is unacceptable. I mean,
yeah, and for the players, I mean, that's definitely one that's definitely going to affect their mental here. But I mean, you just got to keep playing.
Yeah, I mean, you're 2 men down at this point. I mean, how do you? I mean, it's not, you say you keep it out of the ref's hands, but the ref is just, you know what I mean? He's taking it in his own hands. He's fighting it. As I indicated, you saw a takedown here in the middle of the box. Out here, again, we stopped talking about how terrible the reffing was, and then they just come out and bring it up again. I mean,
yeah, there's definitely questions to be asked here about the refereeing, but I'm sure the coaching staff on SD will take care of that one after the game.
Like I said, when I come out of the box, you can pan the video of me, and I'll have a discussion with the reffing. I think, yeah. And that looks like a corner kick for Krajisnik.
Yeah, I mean, the refereeing has definitely been a bit peculiar. I mean, from my experience as a player and from watching my games, I mean, you don't really see 2 red cards, especially for calls like that in a game. Usually you get a warning and then a yellow, but I want for a red card you expect violent conduct or something serious. You know what I mean? I mean, not just fouls. At the half, I checked in with some players to see what the claim was on the first red, and they said that there was someone had mentioned that the player had made a comment, but at further investigation, all of the players on both teams said that no comment was made. So I'm not quite sure how you know what I mean? I don't know. I'm not quite sure. Yeah. I mean, especially to pull the red so fast. I mean, usually there's some deliberation before he shows the card, but
yeah.
I mean, there's just no hesitation. I mean, in either instances.
No.
Somehow on the attack, passes over to, it might be, no, that's not right.
Great save by Sasha. Not a hard save, but
No.
he was there.
One that he should be making in most contexts.
Yeah, I hope so.
Yeah.
Still, it's tough when I know that's your job as a keeper, and if you don't make that save, you get torn apart. but it's tough. You know, it's a difficult mental game as a
Yeah,
keeper.
those you just kind of cheer the keeper like, well, if anybody else wants to take my place, you know, they can have it, but no one's gonna want to be the keeper in any of these.
Mm-mm.
Oh,
That's a
we
great
got-
ball.
Syracuse still looking promising on the attack.
Yeah. Imagine what they'd be doing with 11 guys, you know.
Yeah. Speaking of 11, we got about 11 minutes left here in the second half. Hoping there might be a little more stoppage time than there was in the first. But
And I got to give it to these guys in Syracuse. I mean, they're playing hard in spite of everything. Looks like Abdi Sama with the ball. And their two-man press. Pass back. Little flick there.
yeah, I think the two players down instead of starting to sit in here once Krajisnik starts spreading the ball out wide. You know, you don't really have that wing player or even the second striker in that case to get out there and press. So.
Yeah. And you got Isak Samau off the crossbar. I don't know what just happened. Oh, it got stuck under the player. That was did you just see that?
I did.
The ball literally hit the post and got stuck underneath a player who was on the ground.
I mean, hey.
Yes, what number? Can you see the number of the player?
I think that was DJ.
DJ, yeah, he's still down. I mean, the
It
ball.
it looked like Isaac crossed it. Not sure who was on the end of that. Came off the bar, and it looked like it might have hit DJ Taylor in the stomach.
And just sat there.
Yeah, he just kind of sat over the ball.
I think there's a claim, and it appears to be the case, that it actually hit the
goalpost.
the uprights.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe not.
Looks like it might just be a drop ball here.
Yeah, drop. It looked like they were pointing at those uprights, but maybe it did hit. It did look like it hit the post.
Yeah, usually you can hear the ring from the uprights if it hits it, but with our headsets on, I can't really hear that far away.
I'll tell you, man, as a striker, you know, missing a ball inside the six like that is something you want to avoid at all costs.
Yeah.
Just doesn't feel good, you know.
No, I mean I've done that once or twice, but
I had one last season. Just I didn't hit the crossbar. I hit it a little bit wide, and I had a breakaway. You don't want that, you know. It happens though, but it's what you shoot to avoid.
I've only had one, but it's probably the worst one you'll ever see. You know, just sitting on the six, waiting for the cross comes across. You go to side foot it in, and it's just straight over everything.
Oh yeah,
That's-
tough.
Yeah, your team just lets you hear it after that. So.
I can't speak for Coach Yarrow, but I could tell you he wouldn't be happy with that.
Yeah.
And Krajisnik with the ball at the top of the
For a
18.
shot.
Right to the hands of Sasha, and no follow-up.
Looks like Mike Lantry pushing up a little bit.
Yep.
So now we have DJ Taylor, Jake Munsky, and Scott Schuyler holding up the back with the three defenders. Now what we have, I think, Jackson Card, Mike Lantry, and Caden Stafford on the front three. It's almost like a 3-3-3, I think, or a 3-2-3.
I know I'm losing track of number 3, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, so they're 9 on the field. So yeah, like a 3-2-3. It's like an indoor game.
It is.
And we're taking a break again, it looks like. Syracuse have a couple subs coming in, I think.
Looks like.
Yeah, Jackson, number 9, Jackson.
Looks like, yep. Looks like Connor Baird's coming in. He's probably going to that right wing position.
Yeah, was that Dylan Killian that just came in on the back?
Number 23? Yeah, I think it is.
Looks like Dylan Killian from up here. Dylan was just announced yesterday again. We're glad to have him back this season.
Is there a third sub?
It looked like there was, but maybe that's not. I can't tell if that's Dylan from all the way up here. I can't. It looks like him. But.
Yeah, I think it is. I'm trying to. Oh, we got Jake Paulika coming in the middle for somebody. Number 14 in white. So I believe that's Dylan Killian, Jake Paulika, and Connor Baird coming in for Syracuse SC.
Yeah. Some fresh legs will do them well. Connor Baird, who has been doing great this season, Did great last season. I like to think of him as a great starting player, but also just a great power sub if you can, if he can get in the game.
Yeah.
And this is the only thing that we'll be concerned about right here is that it takes a little bit of time for these subs to get up to the pace of play.
Yeah.
Once they do, we'll see some purchase on it. But about 6 minutes plus any stoppage. Jake Public, did he come in for Ike Borden?
I believe so. Yeah.
It's a great ball to Lantry up the side. Lantry taking it in. He's all alone. Oh, and that's a corner. Oh, it looks like it's a corner
It's gonna
kick.
be a corner kick.
It's a great play by Lantry. Good cut in. He had no choice there. He had to do it. It was a nice left foot look.
Next we have Dylan Killian coming in from the defense.
Yep, Scott Schuyler hanging back with Munsky, it looks like. Jake Public on the top of the D. Who is I can't see what's
Looks like Munsky's just back now. We got Schuyler going in for the short corner possibly.
Oh, is number 23. That's actually, is that Lucas Stasiuk with the header? That's a corner. Is that a PK? They're yelling for a handball.
Looks like the ref is going to
Talk, and the assistant, the AR, yeah. It could be a handball. This could be a huge break for SFC there. They're discussing. He called it. They're talking. They're calling it. It looks like.
I'm hearing that the referee has called a PK prior to going over, and that's what the original call was on the field.
This is a PK. It looks like. I mean, this is a great opportunity for Syracuse here on a PK. You got Mike Lantry here. This could tie up the game with 4 minutes left.
This could be a huge break for Syracuse to see.
So I might have been mistaken here. I don't know I can't tell the numbers because, like I said, they switched jerseys. But it looked like that might be on Lucas Stasiuk. I can't tell on who the 23 is. I can't say for sure. Whoever it was a great header. Oh my gosh! And a save, great save by the keeper. And Syracuse wants to dig dirt again. That was the opportunity there.
Cue the time wasting here from Krajisnik. We're gonna be seeing that a lot.
Yeah, especially after that, they just bought back a second life.
Hopefully the referee can take that into account and put some added time onto the extra.
Well, we saw the stoppage on the first 30 seconds for
Yeah, you can only hope.
20 minutes of stoppage. So. I mean, honestly, if again, given the circumstances, Syracuse is pretty much playing out of their mind. I mean, to miss a PK like that, which is unlikely for Lantry, to get the block out, and then playing down players, and here you go, you got two players playing hard here. Keeper's out of the box, so they got to make that count.
Yeah, as you said, considering the circumstance, I mean, you look at Syracuse and you think that they might be able to come out with a point tonight. But, I mean, with 2 players down, I mean, they've been playing great soccer tonight. So, you can only imagine what they could be doing with 11 players on the field.
Yep, that is Dylan Killian, by the way. He's close enough for me to see. I think I'm going blind here, folks. I can't see.
It's a bit dark, so you never know.
38-year-old eyes. My muscles are good. My soccer's good. Just my eyes not so good. Guess my knees aren't good either. My ACL is talking back.
Get a bionic knee after
That's
that.
I know, right? Well, at least my knees will be even after the surgery. So.
Looks like a restart here for Syracuse. That's the unthrown.
It's an over the top ball. It's cleared out by Krajisnik. And a throw in by Syracuse. It's headed out by Krajisnik.
Just about over a minute left here. I'm sure we'll have some stoppage, hopefully a little more than the 30 seconds we had in the first.
He gives a second for every minute of stalling from Krajisnik. So.
Yeah.
Oh, and that's a great ball there, but the gaps in the field, it's tough. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 2 seconds past what they're allowed, but doesn't look like the ref's going to give him a hard time for the extra added seconds. So
that's to be expected based on what we've seen here today.
Mm-hmm.
Looks like Samal's just taking it to the corner.
There's two free men in the middle. They got to be cautious of. You got one. I don't know what's going on there. Some sort of call. Looks like a Krajisnik man's laying on the ground.
Looks like it's gonna be coming into stoppage time here.
Yeah. Clock's up now. Looks like some frustrated fans are
Getting ready to
either leave or storm the field. I'm not sure which.
storm the ref. Oh, maybe. I've heard some unhappy fans. So
yeah, there's been a lot of yelling going on. And Krajisnik boots it out as far as they possibly can to buy themselves some more time. Looks like Sasha's trying to get that ball. I don't know where the extra balls are. There's one now coming across. It's booted out there by Lucas Stasiak, who I thought might have got into the game tonight, but I can tell by those pink cleats he's got the Pumas on. That I can see across the field. That's a great header.
Based on the time that I've clocked, it seems like there should be at least like a minimum of 5 minutes in stoppage time here. So
maybe some breathing room for Syracuse if that's the case. We've got Jake
like
Publica playing hard here. And a call. Is that number 35? Is that Nedham who made it in too? Looks like it.
I believe so.
Yeah. Some extra legs here. Syracuse Krajisnik plays it in. And that's some great defense by Nedham trying to break up the play there. Munsky with a clearance.
Substitution for Krajisnik.
Really that should be added. That should be added in terms of time. You don't always see it, but they made quick pace of it though. Wasn't too delayed. Yeah, it looks like Sid, another Samal brother. Sid is very young. I think Sid's 16.
Yeah, the youngest of the many.
Yes, he's a very talented player as well. Yeah, no yellows though. It looks like there was some sort of aggression from the Krajisnik player, maybe a kick to the player on the ground, and just gonna let it go.
I'm hearing, I believe that's a Krajisnik coach yelling to the players to clear everything. So that's their game plan for the next however many minutes we have in stoppage time.
Yeah, just keep kicking it out. The AR is looking at his watch, so it's got to be getting close. It's probably the last play of the game here. You got Lantry running up the sideline. You're going to see Syracuse press everyone up. Got Lantry there. And you got Isak somehow on the right making the run.
Just saw the ref put his whistle to his mouth, so I'm not sure if he was going to blow for full time or if there's going to be a foul called.
And the ref calls it.
That's going to be full time. That's going to be the first defeat of the season for Syracuse FC.
It's tough when you're playing against 12. You know what I mean?
I totally agree.
Jeez,
I know. I'm sure Syracuse is going to be coming away with this feeling like at the disadvantage, and
Yeah, you can already see it.
yeah, I think given the circumstance, they played a great game. Both teams,
Yeah, both teams played hard. It's just you hate to see the first and second place teams play when the refs are making such an impact on the game.
Yeah.
You just want the team to play it out. You don't want to see a team have to play 2 men down, or either team. You know what I mean? So, it was a pleasure, and we're glad to bring it to you.
Our next match will be Wednesday, 5/24 at 7 p.m. Invictus. Syracuse FC versus Invictus next Wednesday, 7 p.m. here at the Bears Center.